Welcome to Echoes Untold, where history whispers, and we listen. Today, we unravel one of World War II's most perplexing maritime mysteries, the sinking of USS Dorado, SS-248. A state-of-the-art submarine that simply vanished in the waters of the Caribbean in October 1943. Was she a victim of the German U-boats that prowled those waters? Did she fall to the very forces meant to protect her, friendly fire? Or did some unknown factor doom her and her 77 crewmen? Join us as we explore the secrets of USS Dorado's final mission, the chaos of war, and the possibilities that still haunt historians to this day. And before we dive deep, be sure to like, share, comment, and subscribe to keep uncovering the lost echoes of history. The USS Dorado, SS-248, was one of the newest Gato-class submarines of the U.S. Navy. Built by the Electric Boat Company in Groton, Connecticut, she was part of a new generation of long-range attack submarines designed to take the fight to the enemy. These submarines were equipped with 10 torpedo tubes, a 76mm deck gun, and the ability to travel over 11,000 nautical miles. Commissioned on August 28, 1943, the Dorado was still undergoing her shakedown training, a period where new submarines are tested before being fully deployed for combat. Her crew was young, full of potential, and eager to prove themselves. But war does not wait. On October 6, 1943, she received orders for her first official voyage, to travel from New London, Connecticut to the Panama Canal Zone, where she would begin full-fledged war operations. It was supposed to be a routine trip, but the ocean had other plans. By late 1943, the Caribbean was far from safe. German U-boats prowled the region, threatening Allied shipping lanes. The U.S. Navy had to be constantly on guard, and mistakes could be deadly. One of the biggest threats at the time was U-214, a German submarine under the command of Captain Lieutenant Rolf Borchers. This U-boat had been laying deadly naval mines in the waters near the Panama Canal, aiming to disrupt Allied movement. The mere presence of U-214 led to extreme caution among American forces. The U.S. Navy issued strict orders. Any unidentified submarines sighted in the area must be considered hostile and dealt with accordingly. With these heightened tensions, communication was critical. But was the Dorado aware of the situation? Had she received the warnings in time? As USS Dorado made her way toward the Panama Canal, the skies above were patrolled by US PBM Mariner patrol bombers. These aircraft were specifically on the lookout for enemy submarines, and they had orders to attack on sight. On October 12, 1943, just 6 days after Dorado left port, a PBM Mariner spotted a submarine moving in the waters near Cuba. The crew, believing it was an enemy vessel, dropped a series of depth charges and bombs. The pilot reported that after the attack, the submarine failed to surface. It is believed to have been destroyed. But the problem: no German submarines were sunk that day. Could the bomber have unknowingly attacked the USS Dorado? The evidence suggests it's highly likely. Further reports indicate that a second PBM Mariner also dropped ordnance on another suspected submarine in the same area later that evening. This could mean that the Dorado was attacked multiple times, by her own allies. While friendly fire remains a strong possibility, there's another theory. USS Dorado may have fallen victim to German naval mines laid by U-214. Reports from German wartime logs confirm that U-214 had recently placed mines in the very waters that Dorado was set to pass through. If Dorado unknowingly drifted into one of these deadly traps, she could have been lost in an instant. The nature of mine explosions means that a submarine could be completely destroyed without leaving debris or survivors, which would explain why no wreckage was ever found. Adding to this theory, some U.S. Navy officials later suggested that Dorado was not in the area where she was scheduled to be, meaning she may have strayed off course into danger. But why? Could she have been damaged in the friendly fire attack and then drifted into the minefield? Or did some last-minute orders send her into harm's way? These questions remain unanswered. When the USS Dorado failed to arrive in Panama on October 14, the U.S. Navy launched an immediate search. For days, ships and aircraft scoured the Caribbean, hoping to find any trace of the missing submarine. But no debris, no survivors, and no distress signals were ever found. The lack of evidence only deepened the mystery. If Dorado had been sunk by enemy action, wouldn't the Germans have reported it in their war records? If she had been hit by friendly fire, why was there no wreckage? And if she struck a mine, could she have been obliterated so completely that nothing remained? Whatever happened, the USS Dorado was officially declared lost with all hands. To this day, the loss of USS Dorado remains one of the most mysterious submarine disappearances of World War II. Historians continue to debate what really happened, but the three most accepted theories are: friendly fire, attacked in error by US Navy aircraft; German mines, struck an explosive mine laid by U-214; mechanical failure, though less likely. Some believe Dorado may have suffered a catastrophic failure and sunk without warning. Without wreckage or survivors, the full truth of USS Dorado's fate is lost to history. The USS Dorado set sail for war, but never arrived. Somewhere in the deep waters of the Caribbean, her hull rests in silence. A tomb for 77 brave sailors, a mystery that may never be solved. Was it a tragic accident, a deadly mistake, or the work of an unseen enemy? The truth remains elusive, hidden beneath the waves. But here on Echoes Untold, we ensure that history is never forgotten. If you enjoyed this deep dive into history, don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe for more forgotten tales of the past. This has been Echoes Untold, where history whispers, and we listen. Fact-checked note: the story of the USS Dorado is based on official U.S. Navy records, war logs, and historical research. Key sources include U.S. Naval History and Heritage Command, German U-boat archives and war diaries, Samuel Eliot Morrison's History of United States Naval Operations in World War II, Submarine Veterans Archives. The exact cause of her loss remains unconfirmed, though most historians agree that either friendly fire or German mines were responsible.